Hi, I'm Michael Kurosh. I live in Santa Barbara, California, one of the most beautiful places on earth. My design center is where people come to reimagine their homes and spaces. I work with the best designers, clients with broad tastes, and experts who navigate the fascinating world of design. I'm always excited to learn something new, and I never say no to a challenge. This is Design Santa Barbara. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kurosh. Today we are with my dear friend Susan Shans, the top designer in town, and we are, seems like bomb vent off here or something. It is a construction zone.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. That's proper English. So.
And I want you to smell this first of all. This is a
oh my God, that smells so good.
It's a variegated lavender.
Variegated lavender.
A new form of lavender with Hana Landscaping here, and I'm just so happy to have you here.
The first on Design Santa Barbara, a new species of flowers and plants. So we are here, and you are redoing the whole house, seems like it, right?
Redone the whole house, year-and-a-half project. We're just finishing up the landscaping now. There's a few things in the home itself that still need to be done, but we're pretty close to being finished. But this house, when you first saw it, was like a bomb. You'll see before shots. And it looked like a bomb went off inside the house as well. I shouldn't insult the people that lived here before, but anyway, it's a gorgeous home and it needed some work, and we needed some lifting and lightening because it was small and dark, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it.
And you're putting the Shan Design signature on it.
Oh yes,
right.
Always.
Love to see it. Please follow us. Let's go in. Okay, wow, this looks a lot cleaner. Yes, not a construction zone.
Welcome to our construction site, but we're actually almost done here.
Inside you're done? Yeah, look at it.
It was a very small, dark Hobbit house. You've got the before shots of the wallpaper everywhere, little tiny rooms. We pushed out wherever we possibly could because there were spots in this house where you couldn't even sit in the kitchen because it was so tiny.
It's low. It's very interesting. Outside is low.
Yeah, so now we've opened it all up with a light paint color. We've done it's basically a new job. We've done all the floors, most of the windows. We kept some of the integrity of the old windows because they're so charming, and some of the little French doors that open on top. So we did that, the Dutch doors.
But this looks very new. It looks like almost new construction, as you say.
Yeah, and everything.
And light and airy. And then that painting out there catches your eye first.
Well, this was, the client had found this and fell in love with it and said, I need a wall, a big wall, and these are the colors I'm working with. So of course, once we had these colors to go with, we did the pillows to kind of pop out the colors, the woods, but also the rugs, everything. These are your rugs, as you know.
Thank you,
and
appreciate it.
They are lovely. And he wanted one big room, which is what this is. It's oversized, and you'd think normally you would put in front of a fireplace, 2 sofas and 2 chairs, but he didn't want that. He really wanted a room that he can come in and just chill and pop down and watch TV, and that was it for this room. And everybody would sit around here and just enjoy their popcorn and
have fun.
So that's what we gave him.
And it looks beautiful from the other end. I can imagine this right now is again a construction zone a little bit.
I know.
But I can imagine it's going to be fantastic.
Oh, well, once we finish outside, we'll take a peek later. There's going to be a gorgeous outdoor patio, fire pit.
Maybe we can come back again for another shoot.
Yeah, just for outside. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. And this chandelier is very interesting.
It's just fun. It's all made from natural elements.
And you would think actually because the ceilings are a little bit lower, the chandelier would not fit, but you did cleverly. You made something that's in a shorter squeeze, but it's beautiful. What is that made of?
And we had to. It's some type of a natural fiber that they do into these little curls like that.
It's beautiful.
And high enough so you don't get blocked by the television set because that's the prime spot.
And the television is actually one of those frames, so it changes. I was looking at it, it's beautiful pictures on it. And the fireplace, obviously, and the beams are interesting.
Well,
these are
the original beams, and so we kept this, and of course we had to insulate. So there was a lot of work that had to happen behind the scenes that you don't really see in a finished product. You know, when you're in there with the walls wide open and putting the insulation in and the dust and the mess, and then you come to this now. But we wanted to keep the integrity of that and the windows. And then I have to show you, which is really I love it, is that in the two rooms that were the lowest and you couldn't even move, we created dormers. So we popped open the ceiling, repeated the roof line, and now you come in there and you've got these lovely dormers that we put sconces in. It's really fun. And you can now sit in those spaces.
Sounds good. From outside, I thought it's going to be much smaller and much more defined and actually feel like, you know, you're shrinking.
Right.
But when you come inside, since you use all these light colors and airy, it looks actually much bigger than it looks from outside.
On the outside, it's a surprise.
Yes.
I love surprise houses. They're all over this
Very
beautiful
interesting.
town.
Yes. Okay. So that was a nice room.
Where should I take you next? Let's
Yes.
go into the kitchen because that's all been redone, and the dining room.
My favorite room.
Okay, let's go.
Follow. Okay, my favorite room in any house.
Right, this is the eating house.
And this is
Eating
nice.
room.
Actually, you did a beautiful job in here. It looks
Thank you.
much more spacious than I would have guessed.
Well, from the before shots, look at this difference. I have to say that what I love about this room is it's so light and airy. And it was purposely created so you can really live inside and outside. So these windows, I don't know if we could open them now, but they actually open and they push out.
Oh my gosh,
And so
look
once
at
the
that.
landscaping is done outside and there's a table outside and a fire pit outside, you can literally on both sides make your meals, pass it outside. There'll be little stools on one. Isn't that fabulous?
That is ridiculously
I know,
nice.
right? So inside outside living. And then this particular stone is Cristal. It's a new stone that's absolutely stunning. And what you can do with this stone is first of all, it's hard as a rock. It's a quartzite, so you actually can smash, not that you're going to,
No, I'm not.
pots and pans and anything on it, but you can also light it from below and it sets off this beautiful glow.
Oh, nice.
So it's such a gorgeous stone.
I
And
see you got all the high-end appliances. You got Wolf, you got this probably Sub-Zero out there, and it's just beautiful.
It's just a fun kitchen. And also all of this wood is an oak wood that plays off the oak wood. It's a white oak wood on the floor. So it just keeps it, you know, I love the Shan design, monochromatic feeling. This house has it, but it also has pops of intrigue and color and jewels everywhere. It's just a little jewel box.
It's very nice, and it's just, as you say, you can live in here.
Yeah.
And it's very spacious. I'm still in shock. That is how spacious this room is. And you have a little sitting area there. You can sit down, and it's just like lots of drawers, lots of
Everything's hidden.
amenities, everything you need in a
Farmhouse
kitchen.
sink, which I love. So, because it's a farmhouse house, and so it's meant to feel this kind of,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't want to make it contemporary. It's not a contemporary house. It's really a ranch farmhouse. It's very Santa Barbara.
Very Santa Barbara. Yes.
And wait till this is done out here. It's just going to be, look at the size of this patio.
This is ginormous. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, and then we have the dining room.
And dining room, and I want to talk to you about these dormers that we created.
Oh, this is
because
it. Yes.
Before,
I didn't see them. Yes. Let's
before-
go check them out.
So these are the dormers. This was a challenge, this room, because this ceiling used to come to here. So I was trying to figure out how am I going to fit. If anybody sat down in a chair here,
You would bang your head.
they would bang their heads. So Philip Dabalski, architect we work with, popped this up and said, let's put a window similar to what we have in the rest of the house and create these dormers, and which gave me all this space to put these wonderful light sconces and have a sitting area. And it's just expanded the size of the house.
It makes it a special room, actually.
Yeah.
Imagine you had the tiny little thing going down, and I'm still surprised how the windows are so low.
Well, it was an old house. And then the same thing happens as you go down the hall into the office space. It had the same issue. So we mimicked this same copy of the dormer down there, and it opens up the entire office space. So this whole room, you can live in this room. You've got the kitchen, you've got a sitting area, you've got a dining room with your beautiful rugs. You've got the same white oak floors. The cabinetry is the same. The stone on top is the Cristal, which is beautiful. The copper in the back of the bar just lights it up and gives it a pop. And then, of course, the dining room, which is right here with the beautiful frame TV. But that's powder room. This powder room, which you know how much I love my powder rooms, is one of my favorites because it has my favorite animal in there, which is a monkey. But it's not just monkeys in this powder room. It's monkeys smoking cigars and drinking vodka and various undergarments hanging from, and even the bird, if you look closely, even the birds are smoking in there. And it's apropos because the bar's right there. It's a single, person's home. And The floors are done in this beautiful porcelain tile, and it's just a fun room.
This is ridiculous. It's absolutely beautiful.
Well, enjoy. You're not going to want to come out of that powder room.
Well, probably not.
Once you go in.
All right. So when we come back, we will see the bedrooms, right?
Yes, let's go into the
All right.
guest rooms
You
next.
got it. Stay tuned.
Santa Barbara Pizza House is your home for the best pizza in town. Embrace a symphony of flavors and textures with our pizzas. Drawing inspiration from both Chicago's deep dish legacy and Naples' artisanal heritage, our pizzas boast perfectly executed crusts, tantalizing sauces, and the finest mozzarella. Whether you're a seasoned pizza connoisseur or just looking for a delicious meal, our pizza here is sure to satisfy. Featuring specialty pizzas named after iconic Santa Barbara streets, our mouth-watering menu will have you coming back over and over again to try each new meal. We offer a full menu of salads, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Santa Barbara Pizza House is conveniently located at 515 State Street in the heart of downtown Santa Barbara. Visit us online at sbpizzahouse.com or call and place your order at 805-637-7721. Santa Barbara Pizza House. You won't leave hungry.
My grandfather taught me about the beauty of the rugs. Each one tells a story. Story about the person who wove it, the person who bought it, the person who inherits it, the person who treasures it. It's amazing how simply looking at an object can bring you back to a different place and time, or remind you of someone you love. At Santa Barbara Design Center, we want to help you find a rug that will travel through time with your family for generations to come. Visit us at 410 Oliver Street and find your treasure today. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are in Montecito, California with my dear friend Susan Shand. And Susan, I still cannot get away over that. Your monkeys in the powder room, they're ridiculously fun. So we are in a newly remodeled home that you have done a fabulous job on. It's not finished yet, but we will come back when it's finished and have a party and make some pizzas.
Yes, there we go.
Yes, there you go. So where do we go from here?
I'd love to show you the bedrooms. So there's guest bedrooms down here. One was a little hobbit room that's completely been reconstructed. And then down in the primary bedroom afterwards.
Okay. Follow us.
Let's do it. Michael, I love this room. First of all, your all natural wool hand-woven rug just makes this room. And this room is a hobbit room. It was tiny, and we looked at it at first and thought, how are we going to make this even habitable? But actually, there's a lot you can do with small homes, and you wouldn't even know, well, you will know when you look at the before and afters how lovely this room is now, and it's just exciting to me. So I'll take you into the next room, which is a larger room, but this little room here was the biggest challenge, and I'm so glad that we were able to make it so pretty. I want to stay here. And here's the second guest room, also one of your hand-woven rugs that I just love. It's got those little curly Q feelings in it. And all of the window coverings throughout the house were from Sherry B Design, and she just did a beautiful job. I love this particular product, so I used it in every room because it's a small house. And this is really the primo guest room, so let's stay here too. And this light fixture is all made out of a natural material that just gives off a really pretty glow. This little guest bathroom, also new construction. The tile in here is just a beautiful porcelain from NS Ceramics, and it just needed to be a very simple little bathroom. And so we did the farmhouse sink to keep with the feeling of the rest of the house. We did a gorgeous travertine on the floors. It's a limestone, and it's just a perfect little guest bathroom.
All right.
Okay, here we are.
Here we are in the office. What an interesting desk you have here.
It's a custom wood. Look at that wood grain in front. It's so interesting. I love this.
This is just a lot of work cutting that thing.
And this room still needs artwork. I mean, again, a work in progress. It just needs the walls to be filled to just warm it up a little bit. But this was a tiny little room, as you saw from the before shots, and we added This is the copycat of the dormer that you saw in the dining room. And we use the same wall sconces in here, and we mimic the windows. These are the old windows. We mimic the windows in the dormer as well. So it just brings in so much more
very
light.
clever thing to do. I mean, what would you do otherwise in this room? Just
You'd be very small.
And this made the room, actually. It's beautiful. And the birch outside, it looks so nice.
It's so pretty.
Very
and then
nice.
just to hang out and read a book. I would love to have bookcases all over this room, but it's a small house, so we'll settle for some great artwork with books in it. There we go.
All right. Now, see, we have the primary bedroom there.
Let's go look at
All
it.
right, let's go.
Okay, Michael, welcome to the primary bedroom.
Oh, this is very cozy
Isn't
and
this
warm. I
pretty?
like this room.
Look at this custom bed you helped me make. I just love it. It's so
Yes.
soft. And
Isn't that
Your
nice?
rug. Tell me about your rug.
That rug is Moroccan. It's nice. Look at those all natural
I
dyes.
just love it.
I love rugs, but then the room also, you did fantastic.
your
Look at
thing.
this.
It's
Beautiful.
nice and light and very different from what it was before. And then even the mirror adds a little bit of dimension to the room to give us a forward, backward feeling. These pieces of art I found, I just love them because they're just so subtle, you almost don't know what they are. But when you're coming from a further distance, you can see that they're like birch trees. It's just so
Yes.
pretty. And then we added the green, the very sea moss green pillow to pick up the colors from here. So everything has an intention, but the point is that even in a small house, you can really make every little part of it, if you get particular about it, special.
It actually doesn't look small. From outside, it does look small. From inside, it doesn't. It looks spacious.
Yeah, I just
It looks light and airy.
but not too big. It's cozy. This is a cozy
Very
room.
Very cozy. You did
And
have
all the doors
a lot of
open
details.
to the outside, which is
And I like the
lovely.
linen drapery.
And this is Sherry
Yes.
again.
Sherry B. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's very good at what she
She's
does.
so good.
And the floors are also, are they engineered or the real wood?
No, these are real wood.
Wow.
It's all real. It's all real wood.
It's hard,
white
lady,
oak.
to tell if it's something engineered or something is
no,
real.
this is real.
You use real. Very
No, I
nice.
always use real. So then I want to take you into the primary bathroom, which didn't exist before because we pushed out this whole part of the house. This is the one area of the house aside from the dormers that we did massive construction.
Okay, it's
And
brand
so
new.
we created, it's all brand new, a giant closet space, a very large primary bathroom. All the stone in there is from NS Ceramics. I love it. It's limestone floors, porcelain tile in the bathrooms. And the client was very involved. It's got great taste. We had so much fun picking out everything, picking out the tiles and the stone, going to the stone yards and picking out what countertops we use for
Wow,
all
that's
the
nice.
bathrooms. So, and he's got good taste, so it's a good thing. So that's a good
He hired
thing.
you, you
Yes.
know, so he has a good taste.
So it's just a lovely bathroom with big open windows and it's plenty of room.
Right. Fabulous job, Susan. This
Thank
is
you, Michael.
beyond imagination. Very
Thank
nice.
you, thank you.
So let's go sit down and let's talk about how you do the design process.
Okay, let's do it.
Now we are in this fabulous home with Susan Shands again one more time.
We're here.
And she's gonna explain to us what the design process works in your design studio.
Okay, well, before you even start a project, you meet with the client, you look at the house, of course, and then there's a whole process of really where the design goes. And it's very much a collaboration with the client because you're not doing a house for yourself, you're doing a house
For
for
them.
them. So you start with a general direction. You look at the house, and obviously they want your feedback no matter what size, whether it's a small house or a ginormous house. It's still always about taking a good peek or walk through, and then what are their desires. And so we do an overall look of what we think afterwards, what it should look like with textures and colors and concepts for products. And it's basically a room by room outline. And we take them through each room, even down to the images that we're seeing. And like as an example, this particular house, this is the mood board, the mood book for this home.
Yes.
And this was the living room. We wanted to be open, we wanted to be welcoming, and we wanted to be comfortable. agreed upon with ourselves and the client. And so from those bits of information, we created this look that you're sitting in now, which is open, welcoming, and comfortable. And we showed them materials. We want to do warm woods. We want to do cream and taupe tones, the textures throughout, and layered neutrals, and maybe some leathers, which you see in the chairs in there. So all of that is really well thought out before we even begin to shop. And then we come to your shop and we shop.
That's a wonderful thing. So there is a couple of items that a lot of people don't get it. Like a lot of wealthy people are moving to our neighborhoods, and they bring their own designers from outside the place. So what I have figured out, and I've seen a lot of designers go through my store, they should hire somebody that's local. That's one thing I want to convey to anybody who's watching the show, that you should hire local designers because they know the style of the place, they know what limitations they have as far as the permits goes, they know what colors work very well, and they know the style of the whole town.
That's true.
Whereas you bring somebody, let's say from Brentwood, they suddenly put something black, modern cement, which is not going to get permitted, is not going to be accepted, is not going to fit to the area they live in. So that's one thing I like about you. You're local, you know the history. I've been here for 30 years, so you know every house and what you have done. So
thank you. That's true, and thank you for that, Michael. It's very true that you do know the system here and how it works, and you also do know the feel of this particular landscape and what needs to be in a home. And we know the homes so well. There's certain types of homes that are very much Santa Barbara, Montecito homes, Carpinteria homes, Summerlin, and beyond. And of course, I've done homes all over the country as well. But, and various parts of the world are different. So if I'm doing a house in Park City, it's a very different feeling than what Santa Barbara feels like. If I'm doing a house down in Brentwood, it's also a very different feeling than what Santa Barbara offers us. So Santa Barbara is a really unique place in this country, this world, and it is it's special. And having somebody local who knows what you can acquire right here from artisans that are bringing in exactly the work that is meant to be in a Santa Barbara home has been fun.
Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to promote as well. So thank you for showing this, and if you hire her, you're gonna get a mood board at least.
At least.
At least.
And maybe a couple of homes.
Maybe a couple of fantastic songs. Anyway.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Susan, for being on our show again. Looking forward to see you shortly, and I think we have another house to show for in a few weeks down the road.
Yes. I look forward to that. Yes. Thank you for including me.
We will be back with more of Design Santa Barbara after a short break. Stay tuned. Let's talk about my favorite subject, rugs. Here at Rugs & More inside Santa Barbara Design Center, we pride ourselves in offering the finest selection of rugs. With any size, shape, and design imaginable, let us help you find the ideal rug for your home. We have a vast assortment of new and antique rugs. Whether you're looking for a touch of modern or an heirloom that can be passed down for generations, you will find it here. Also, we offer expert repair and cleaning to bring your treasured family rugs back to life. Don't settle for poorly made internet rugs. Let's get real. They are made with harmful chemicals and they don't last. Our rugs are the best for less, and we always offer our 110% lowest price guarantee. And to save even more, come in during our rug sale and let our expert staff guide you to the perfect rug. Rugs & More inside Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. So here is first time I'm showing this on TV, and it is an outstanding piece. A friend of mine acquired this, I would say, a few years back. Meanwhile, he's passed and his family told me I have to buy these, so I did buy it. Anyway, it is a 18th century meditation piece. It is very special because back then they did not use that much silk in weavings, and this one was probably a gift. That's why, although it looks like has been used, is worn, but for his age is in excellent condition, because silk starts falling apart, weaving getting disintegrated after 100 years. So this is a fantastic piece. So first of all, it's made of superior materials. And then if you look the foundation, nobody sees the foundation, but they went through a lot of trouble to make the foundation multicolored. And that is because they want to show they really actually cared about this piece. It is probably in west, the Kurdistan Persian of, the Kurdistan part of Persia is a town called Joshagan. That is most likely was woven there. It has a very unusual technique because we call it souf. This part, the gray part, actually was woven as a flat weave. And then they made the designs with knotting over that. If you look carefully, this is a flat part and this has a pile to it. It's silk and the colors on it are exquisite. It's a tree of life. So basically you start from the bottom. This is the vase that holds your life. This is the tree which represents you. And at the very end, you blossom into a better future. At the very top has a cartouche. It says it was woven to the order of Abraham. And probably, again, was made for export. In the very bottom, you can see the birds. These are lovebirds. So probably this is your mom, your dad. Then the tree of life represents you. And then you have these other birds up here. Maybe it is your children, maybe your wife. And the colors that represent life, you see all these beautiful yellows. You have this purple that is indicative of being the old carpets. You have the soft blues that you see in the unusual side of the carpet. And again, you have the lotus flower and you're blossoming. And you have the pomegranates, which is sign of wealth and sign of, these are the pomegranates. These are a sign of wealth and sign of prosperity and fertility. It has a lot of different motifs in it that you don't see right at first, but the longer you look at it, go, wow, what a stunning piece. It is, again, almost 300 years old and still here. Come and look at it. And we have hundreds of other ones that are worthy of a museum. Anyway, thank you for joining us on Design Santa Barbara. Looking forward to see you next week.